Last night I saw this verification video get released and I knew I had to make a video on it the next day, and so that is what today's video is on. It is going to be about monitoring. This is a top 1 platformer that just got verified by Gabas2, and I think platformers deserve so much more attention. I've been seeing some short channels very recently start posting about this, but look at this. This is under 1,000 views, at least when I'm looking at this. Under 1,000 views for a level that is top 1 in an entire section of the game. Platforming honestly deserves so much more attention, and this level looks actually really cool. As you can see, this is the current top 1, Delightful Climb, which, I mean, look, art's subjective, but I think this is, it's got a cool atmosphere, but it's significantly worse in my mind than monitoring. And one thing I want to point out is that despite the verifier saying that they don't really know if it's going to be the top 1 hardest platformer, it has a good shot at being the top 1 platformer in some shape or form. Because if it gets rated, it could actually have an easier time at being the hardest platformer, because the level I just talked about is the hardest platformer verified, but technically it's not rated, so on the actual P-min list, it's actually Diamonds for Dashers that's number 1, which means maybe it's actually going to be a bit easier for this level to be top 1, even if the verifier is unsure of it being top 1. But this level does have actually less victors despite being out for longer than the top 1 unrated platformer, so maybe that spot's contested. I don't know too much about platformer. The platformer pros can explain in the comment section. I'm sure they're here. This could very well end up being like Flamon Cuatrocientos, with just because of his skill, him thinking it might have a chance of being top 1, but it ended up not being. We'll see what happens. And he did spend over 100,000 attempts and 200 hours on this, so it was definitely a jump in his mind. So maybe this is not top 1, but even if it isn't, the fact that it's close still deserves a bunch of attention. And just look at this level. I think this is one of the best platformers that we've gotten in a while that's on that top 10 range. I think the gameplay looks super interesting. I think it looks really funky. It is one of those ones, I believe, where you're kind of on a time limit, where the camera's moving and you keep up with it, which I'm not too fond of those kind of platformers. I like to take my time with them. But this is still really cool, and it uses a very popular song. It's just really good, and I think this needs more attention. And like I said before, right before I was going to make this video, I saw a lot of short creators cover it, so I'm very happy that it is getting that attention, and I just wanted to highlight it in this video. So that's all from me, and peace.